Hey guys, and happy Saturday. So today I have three very easy but very cute DIYs. They are Dollar Tree DIYs. Everything that I used was from the Dollar Tree. So the first thing that I'm going to use is one of these chalkboard signs that just came out here this fall. And what I did was off camera, I went ahead and I just cut them. And I just used a box cutter and a ruler and just cut it right across. And it cuts very similar to like just the regular Dollar Tree signs, so it wasn't that hard. And then I'm using this little galvanized piece that was left over from a sign that I cut up for a previous DIY. And I will be using these window clings. Now, of course, they're not sticky, so I'm going to have to glue them down, but I just thought they were cute. Like I said, when I did the haul, they kind of give me Ray Dunn vibes. So I really like them. So I just grabbed a couple that I liked there, and I'm just going to go ahead and glue those on there. Now you can use Mod Podge, you can use a glue stick, you can use whatever you want to use. You can tape it if you want to. I mean, whatever will work. I'm just going to go ahead and use this adhesive spray. It was kind of giving me a hard time. The pump was messed up. But I went ahead, ran it under some hot water, and it worked just fine. So I just went ahead and sprayed it on there. And you don't need a whole lot. I kind of overdid it a little bit, but you just put a little bit on there. Again, you can use whatever you want. I just used this because I had it on hand and I just decided to go ahead and use that. So you're just going to go ahead, glue that on there and wipe off any of the excess. And again, if you're using Mod Podge, obviously you can give the whole thing like a coat of Mod Podge over it. And then that way it'll be nice and smooth and everything will be, on there perfectly. So then the next thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and take that galvanized sign and I am going to glue it on the back of this chalkboard sign. And I'm going to use my Gorilla Glue gel super glue. I love this stuff. It dries quickly and it's thicker than regular crazy glue, which makes it easier to work with. And I'm going to put some hot glue on there as well so that I can get that instant hold. But metal doesn't usually glue very well with just hot glue, so I added that Gorilla Glue on there. And then I'm just going to go ahead, glue that where the little pumpkin cutout is at, just so that there's just a little bit of an embellishment and it's just not like an open spot there. You can use cardstock or anything, anything that you want back there. If you find like a cute holiday card, you can cut it up, put it back there, anything that you want, or you can just leave it open. I just thought this was cute and just added a little bit, a little something extra. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue the twine that came on the initial, like on the chalkboard. Before I cut it, I took the twine off of there so that I can use it as the hanger again. And I just hot glued that on there. I could have put it underneath the metal piece so that it would be more secure, but I didn't think about it till afterwards and it was too late. So I just went ahead and glued it on there and it held perfectly. It's, on my wall. It's not, it's fine. And I use the Gorilla Glue hot glue sticks. So those work great. They don't, I've never had any issues with them. So there is the first DIY. And again, these are all really simple and just kind of using the wood pieces and stuff that I found at Dollar Tree. Now, these little wood signs, the newer ones are bigger, like that other one that's off to the right there. And this smaller one is like the older version of this sign. I've had this one in my stash for a while, and I just like the way that this one looked better than the bigger one. It showed more of the metal. The big one, it was just too big, so I decided to go ahead and switch it for this small one. And I'm using these rub-on transfers that I found at the Dollar Tree as well. And I'm picking this one because I just like the way, the saying. And again, it gives me the Ray Dunn vibes with the thankful and the blessed, so I thought it matched the other sign that I made. And I'm just going to go ahead, take the end of my paintbrush here and just rub it on there. You can use anything. If you have a Cricut scraper or anything like that, you can use that, or a coin, or anything works. So once I'm done doing that, I'm just going to pull that off, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue the wood piece onto the metal piece. And you can leave the twine hanger on the metal piece, or if you want to use something else, obviously you can take that out and switch it out. If you wanted to put rope or, anything else, you could do that. And you can obviously use any stickers that you have, or if you want to paint this, or if you have good handwriting or whatever. My handwriting is not that great, and I thought these rub-on transfers would be perfect for this project. And again, I'm just going to use the crazy glue and hot glue combination and just glue that right onto the middle of the metal piece there. And you can stain this if you want to. I think that would look really good too. I just didn't know if the rub-on transfer was going to show very well if I stained it a darker color, so I just stuck with the natural wood there. And I actually really love the way that this turned out, and it'll be cute for your door or just to kind of hang anywhere in your home. So guys, today I am part of the DIY Fall Challenge that is hosted by Heidi Sonboul DIY. If you are coming over here from the playlist, welcome and thank you so much for stopping by. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming on back. Be sure to check out Heidi's channel and the playlist. I will have all that information in my description box along, like I said, with the playlist so that you can check out everybody that is going to be posting. I'm sure there's going to be plenty of inspiration for you. So be sure to head on over there and check it out. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use the bottom half of that chalkboard sign along with one of these little metal trays that's new to Dollar Tree this season here. And I found that in the Crafter Square section. And I also found these cute little mug cutouts. They are perfect for ornaments or for DIYs just like this. So I just went ahead and filled in the little hole where the string is supposed to go into. And then I'm taking this, it's a furniture or correcting marker from the Dollar Tree. Of course, you can paint it or stain it or do whatever you want to do with it. I just wanted to keep it like, I don't know, like a modern farmhouse, kind of just neutral, just in case I decide to give this to somebody. I don't know what everybody's colors are, and this is just really neutral, and I thought it could go with just about anybody's decor. So I went ahead, stained that, and then I'm going to take some white paint and just paint the top part of it. I was going to take some spackle and use that, or like the caulk from Dollar Tree, but then I figured if you're going to use this in a kitchen or something, you don't really want that, near your food. So I just went ahead, took some paint, and kind of laid it on there pretty thick. Initially, I just did one coat just to kind of get a line there. And then I went ahead and I put a couple coats on there, especially like I let it dry and then I put another coat on there just so that it was a little bit thicker and kind of looked more like whipped cream, whipped cream. So that's what I did with that. And like I said, I just used regular apple barrel acrylic paint. You can use chalk paint. Or if you're not going to use this in your kitchen and you're just going to use it as a sign, obviously you can use your spackle. Or maybe use some, what's that stuff, like that puffy paint. If you have white, that'd be cute too. But again, in case somebody's going to use this around food or what have you, I didn't want to put that spackle or that caulk on there. So once I was done painting that top part, I went ahead and I got the little tray along with the the chalkboard sign, and I glued the tray on the bottom of the sign as you see me doing here. And that way you can put hot cocoa in here if you want to, like the little hot cocoa packets or anything that you want to put in there. And this can be for your coffee bar, your hot cocoa bar. And you can change the wording on it. You can make it say hot cocoa or hot chocolate, or, turn that into like a coffee mug. You can do whatever you want. This is just an idea, just to kind of give you an idea of what to do with these new items that have popped up at Dollar Tree. And then I'm just going to go ahead, do that same Gorilla Glue, Crazy Glue combination on the metal piece there, glue that onto the bottom, put it to the side to let it dry. And you can even use like one of the wood trays if your Dollar Tree has not gotten these metal trays in. I know a couple of my stores have them and then some of them don't, so I went ahead and grabbed what I could. But you can use all kinds of different things. You can use, crates or the little trays from the Dollar Tree. And because my little sprayer is not working on my glue, my spray glue there, I'm just going to take a paintbrush and I'm just going to go ahead and brush the glue onto the back of this one this time, just because the sprayer was acting kind of weird and it's been sitting around for a while, so it's probably clogged up. So I'm just going to go ahead and, brush that on there. But see, you see me putting another coat of paint onto the little mug there. Like I said, I wanted it to be a little bit thicker and kind of make it look a little bit more like whipped cream, so that's why I did that. So here I am taking the glue and just brushing it on there. Again, you can use Mod Podge or regular school glue, a glue stick, anything that you want to use. I wouldn't recommend using like the hot glue, just because it'll probably melt it or make it bubble up. So that's why I didn't use the hot glue. But just go ahead, clean up any of the excess glue on there, and then I went ahead, took the little wood mug cutout, and I hot glued it onto the chalkboard underneath the sign. And again, you can, use letters and put hot cocoa or anything that you want to put on here. This is just, like I said, an idea to kind of see what you can do with these pieces. You can do whatever you want. I thought this was cute, and that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. Again, if you like what you see here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit the notification bell, and be sure to check out Heidi's channel and the playlist. All the information's in the description box. And until next time, guys, be blessed and be the reason someone smiles. Bye.